Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So the Lakers win the tip. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Gervin. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Duncan. Then it's Robinson, and it's Parker in at the one spot. And the wide open shot from Green. Nailed from three-point land.
And Green is a world-class sniper. Laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Davis. Rondo. Rebound by Tony Parker. Left side, Gervin. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Rondo against Parker.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Parker against Rondo. 4 on the shot clock.
Tell you what, I love how Robinson uses his length as a rim protector and shot alterer. Shooters are always looking for where he is.
And Davis sends it back. Passes it to James. Robinson pulls it in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach. Going up against an all-time great like LeBron James, there are no easy answers. Still, he's aware it will be pivotal to slow him down if they're going to win this game. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. The pass to Davis. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And that one's good by Davis.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Outside Leonard. Here's Duncan. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Davis. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. To the wing right side. Parker passes to Leonard. Over Rondo, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Parker.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's LeBron. Kuzma outside. On the wing, Green. Covered by Gervin. Just 5 on the clock. And Green gets it to go. San Antonio leading. Gervin outside. A 3 from Leonard. The rebound by the Lakers. Outside, Green. Pass to LeBron. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Outside Leonard. And it's Gervin missing. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
And here's LeBron outside. And his third shot of the night. No good. 0 for 3. Parker with it. Duncan up on top. Pass to Gervin. That's good. And so Duncan with the assist. Gervin's got 6. So it's the Lakers now, trailing by 5. Now Rondo. Shot clock at 6. 13 feet away. He can't get that one. Good D by Parker. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And Gervin kicks to Parker. Rondo with the steal. Inside. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Duncan. It's Parker, top of the key. Here's the 3. Duncan. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Leonard. No good with the wing jumper.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Here's Duncan. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him. And he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
On defense, San Antonio. 7-point differential. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. They get a hand on it. Pass to Green. Four on the clock. Outside, Davis. To end the cold streak. But they get it back. Another shot. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And Parker really did a phenomenal job feeding that ball to his teammate for the shot there. His playmaking ability is off the charts.
Outside Leonard. Lets a floater go. He gets it in there. Robinson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rondo can't get it to go.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Some changes for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for LeBron. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Robinson. Elliott comes in for Leonard. And it's Johnson in for Parker. Cousins finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Cousins. San Antonio making a switch here.
the Spurs, Artist Gilmore, Bruce Bowen.
Here is Cook. Here's Caldwell Pope to stop the run, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. On the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Spurs leading by 13. Here is Elliott. Knocked loose. Cousins with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Floats it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
Here's Johnson. Misses off the right iron.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Cousins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 5. And it's Cook missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
The pass to Gilmore. Here's Bowen. Here is Elliott. Outside Aldridge. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Los Angeles making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Lakers trail by 11. Cook dishes to Davis. Pass to Cousins. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Cousins has got it back down to single digits for the Lakers. Here is Elliott. Plenty of space. Cousins pulls it in.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 7. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Gilmore passes to Bowen. And here is Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Cook. And so Cook nails both of them. San Antonio leading by 5. Down low, Gilmore. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Passes to Davis. The fadeaway. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Kicks it to Johnson. And the pass to Elliott. 1:21 left to play in the first. Here's Aldridge. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good position, you pretty much have to be physical with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of neat to see Aldridge take on more of a leadership role. He's somebody the younger guys can look up to.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to Cook. Back to Daniels. Caldwell Pope outside. Shoots from 12. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Johnson outside. Over Cook. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Aldridge against Caldwell Pope. Got a piece of it.
Respect the reach of Gilmore because it's extensive. Makes blocking shots look really easy.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Aldridge missing.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here is Cook. He's guarded by Johnson. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. To the paint with 4 seconds on the clock. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dance Team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Lakers 5 right now. Davis and Cousins down low at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Avery Bradley, and it's Cook in at the 1. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Silas.
San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Silas. Fires the 3. The rebound by Cook. Pass to Daniel. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Moore outside. Passes it to Gilmore. Five to shoot. Fires from the wing. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Cousins kicks to Cook. Back to Cousins. Offensive rebound. Davis. No good that time. Davis has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. To the inside. Shots good by Gilmore. Gilmore's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now the pass to Cook. The 3 gets the three-pointer to fall.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Now here's Moore. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Cook. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Spurs lead by 8. Bradley deciding where to go with it. To the right side. Here's Cousins. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Cook. Cousins trying to free himself up. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Cook. Cook's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Now here's Moore. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. LeBron comes in for Anthony Davis. Green, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. Now here's James. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Green. James against Duncan. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's James following the score by Tony Parker. Pass to McGee. Duncan against James. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, at 6'8", with the ball skills that James has, he handles it like a guard. He can get wherever he wants to off the dribble.
Feeds to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. they can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. And San Antonio also making a switch. Leonard's checked in. Six to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, LeBron's taken a lot of punishment over the years. For him, just part of the game.
The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Duncan outside. Leonard with no one around. No good on the 3.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Got that one up quick. Rondo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Parker double team. Duncan finds Leonard. Baseline jumper. And another basket for San Antonio.
You know, Tim Duncan does a nice job, especially when one of his guys is open. That floor awareness of his, dime dropper.
Rondo against Parker. Gervin with the steal. McGee with the block. They get it back. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Duncan. Duncan's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 9. James looking it over. Passes it to Kuzma. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
Parker's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now Leonard following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep. Parker against Kuzma. Here's Duncan. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And Parker terrific in the pick and roll. Just creative in terms of getting his team good looks.
The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Now here's James. And they get it. Duncan with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's LeBron after the basket by San Antonio. To the paint. It's stolen by Duncan. And Leonard has it in the corner. To the middle. Here's Robinson. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking. You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Now here's Parker. 6 points for him. The pass to Leonard. Back to Gervin. Parker outside. Fires from deep. They get it back. Robinson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. He really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
The Spurs shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's checked in for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 6. Caldwell-Pope outside. Outside Rondo. Over Parker. Excellent D there from Parker.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Parker. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Spurs leading by 15. And here's Leonard from 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Back to Rondo. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Spurs shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. The Spurs also changing it up. Elliott's checked in for Gervin. And it's Johnson in for Tony Parker. Lakers trail by 16. Outside Rondo. Back to LeBron. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Cousins. Excellent D there by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Now here's Leonard. Down low. It's deflected and stolen by Kuzma. It's Caldwell-Pope with the drive. That one rolling around and rims out.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Spurs have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. The free throw drops for Elliott.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's James. He has 6. 1:58 left here in the second. Leonard, that's for 2. San Antonio again missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Right side, Rondo. Now here's Cousins. Tight defense on him. Over Bowen. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Outside Leonard. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Caldwell Pope for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
Johnson, the pass to Bowen. Leonard inside, working on James. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Elliott. The shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Pass to LeBron. Looking to end his cold spell. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Leonard. Inside, Johnson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
San Antonio shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And some changes here for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Troy Daniels comes in for LeBron. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
And Johnson out there just orchestrating the offense. An unselfish point guard with a commanding presence.
Outside, Davis. Passes to Cousins. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Johnson with it. Over to the wing. Here's Aldridge. Makes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 21.
Aldridge has a nice methodical way about his game that makes him extremely reliable down low. He's a smooth operator in the post.
And so it's San Antonio with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game. And that does it for our half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, George Gervin getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the floor for San Antonio, Parker out there with Gervin. Then it's Robinson, and it's Duncan, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good, James.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Parker double-teamed. And here's Leonard from 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's now 7 points for Kawhi Leonard. Lakers trail by 21. Outside Rondo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Kuzma kicks to Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Kuzma passes to Davis. The dish to Rondo. There's Green with the three. Drills it from outside. Green's got 8 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's Robinson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis. The Spurs have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Now James. He's got 9. Outside Rondo. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Already a skilled interior player. At times when Kuzma is close to the basket, you have no choice but to foul him.
The Lakers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And both free throws good for Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
Now here's Leonard. He has 7. Parker inside. He's covered by Rondo from the baseline. Goes back up, and Duncan lays it in. He's got 12.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Rondo dishes to Green. And there's the pass to James. And they double up James. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. Bucket is good. Rondo's got 7 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Robinson. To the middle. Here's Duncan. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
And Parker in the pick and roll, he's as good as it gets.
James outside. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside, Green. Green draws the double. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3.
Tell you what, Tim Duncan, such an anchor defensively. I mean, when he's not blocking shots, he's altering them with his length.
Green against Parker. Pass to Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Rondo, bounce pass. James, the pass to Davis. Rondo looking around. Ball's knocked loose. Gervin with the steal. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 9. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Lakers making a change here. Bradley's checked in. And the Spurs making a change here. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
James Silas. Johnny Moore.
Duncan outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Silas. No points in the game yet for him. Duncan trying to break loose. And yes, it's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here is Davis. 8 points for him. Comes up empty down low.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Count that bucket. 14 points for Leonard.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 7, and Davis throws it down.
Man, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Leonard inside, guarded by Kuzma. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by San Antonio. There's the pass to Davis. Clock at 4. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Pass to Moore. To the inside. Bank shot, no good. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Tim Duncan picks one up.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
And the first one drops. Some changes for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Davis. Troy Daniels comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. There's the feed to Moore. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Artis Gilmore is just a massive guy and strong too. I mean, rugged, a center that is flat out a beast on both ends of the floor. Banged my head against that dude many a times. Was not fun.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And here's Daniels. Pass to Cook.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. It's really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Here is McGee. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
Back to Moore. Here's Aldridge. That shot, no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. To the paint. Here's Daniels. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Daniels has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Silas. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Moore. On the high post, he drills it. Moore's got his second bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Here is Daniels. He has 6. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
San Antonio making a switch here. Elliott's checked in. Guarded by Bradley. Outside Aldridge. Passes it to Moore. Releases. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Here's Aldridge. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Aldridge has got 6.
Boy, that's exactly the kind of activity on the offensive glass that makes Aldridge special.
Now here's Cousins off on the layup. Guarded by Bradley. Knocked away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Look at the turnover situation, guys. It's not been that bad, just a handful. And when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Daniels with it. 6 points for him. Here's Cook. Cousins trying to free himself up. And it's Cook missing. San Antonio with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Bowen. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Here's Aldridge. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Cousins. And it's blocked, and he gets it back. The pass to Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 6. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so Aldridge will bring it up for San Antonio. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Elliott. That one goes in. Elliott's got 5.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Caldwell-Pope outside. And the 3 ball is good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Johnson right side. Down low, Aldridge. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here is Cook. 7 points in the game, and it goes down 2 points.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here is Elliott. He's covered by Daniels. Inside, here's Johnson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 5.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Cook looking it over. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That's good from Cook. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for San Antonio. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Parker's gone 5 of 13 from the floor. That's below 40%. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Green. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Cook in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Caldwell-Pope outside. Gervin with the steal.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here is Cook. Just 4 to shoot. Chalk up 2 there. Green's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Pass to Aldridge. Here's Bowen. Now here's Gervin, guarded by Green. Passes it to Parker. Outside Robinson. Back to Parker. Over Cook. And that one's good. Parker.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here is Cook. Now McGee. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one. The Lakers making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. He's off on the second. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Now here's Gervin, and the pass to Bowen. Back to Gervin. Pass to Parker. The tray. But they recover it.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here is Cook. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
Lakers ball.
McGee against Robinson, and McGee kicks to Cook. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Here is Cook to halt the run. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Parker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Parker's got 10 points here in the second half. Pass to Dudley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Jared Dudley. At the line for two.
Two.
The free throw drops for Dudley. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Los Angeles. San Antonio making a switch here. Both free throws good from Dudley. Here's Silas. To the inside, Parker. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops in for Tony Parker.
Yeah, and Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
Here is Cook. Aldridge is covering, and it's Cook missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Silas. Hands it from downtown.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Caruso looking for an opening. Cook, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Stolen. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count the basket. Parker's got 21 in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Over in the corner, Dudley looking to end the run. And the Lakers with another miss. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here is McGee, following the score by Tony Parker. Back to Cook. Passes it to McGee. Shot clock at 5. From down in the low post, it goes.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
Here's Silas. Now the pass to Aldridge. Here's Bowen. He's guarded by Dudley. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bradley's checked in for Cook.
Substitution.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Moore. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's Silas missing.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Caruso. And Dudley kicks to Caruso. Caldwell Pope for 3. That shot misses. San Antonio with the ball. To the wing on the left. Here's Silas. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And they call an illegal screen here.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Now here's Moore. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Caruso. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with another miss. San Antonio with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Bradley with his first shot attempt. Count it, good.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Moore outside. Here's Silas. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Silas has got 8 points in the quarter. And here are the Lakers. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Tipped away. Outside Bradley. Clock at 6. Over Aldridge. And there's another one for the Lakers. San Antonio with the ball. Moore passes to Gilmore. Spurs passing it around. Aldridge, good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Aldridge has gone an even 50% from the field, shooting 6 for 12. Caldwell Pope outside. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Daniels is checked in.
Troy Daniels.
Here is Dudley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bradley. San Antonio with the rebound. Gilmore's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Silas. No good that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Caruso. Outside Bradley. Releases from 15, and he drops that one in.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Avery Bradley. At the line for 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. Elliott's checked in for San Antonio. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. And here is Moore. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. He gets that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here is McGee. Following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Daniels passes to Bradley. No good with the triple.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Here's Caruso. Pass to McGee. And here's Bradley. Now here's Dudley. Back to Bradley. Wide open look. That one wide left. Elliott against Dudley. Elliott passes to Aldridge. Tries from 10. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Aldridge is too strong to let a little bit of contact bother him. I actually think he likes those tough shots.
Aldridge against Bradley. It's blocked. Here is Elliott. The pass to Gilmore. Moore outside. McGee with the block. Gilmore passes to Moore. Right side Aldridge. Jacks up a 3.
Antonio fouls.
Go the other way.
Fourth team foul.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. McGee the pass to Bradley. Will it go? It's blocked. Moore with it. Pass to Elliott. Now here's Moore. He's covered by Daniels. Near the three-point line, it's Moore. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Pass to Aldridge. Guarded by Bradley. Here is Elliott. Kick out to Moore. Floats one. The shot off that time. Outside Aldridge. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew. thanking you for tuning in. See you later.